There is a specific kind of dread that comes with watching a professional man try to manage a catastrophe. In the 2008 neo-noir The Square, we meet Raymond Yale. Ray isn't a criminal mastermind. He's a construction supervisor. He understands load-bearing walls, permits, and deadlines. He lives in a world where if you follow the blueprint, the building stays up. But Ray is making a fatal calculation. He believes he can apply that same structural logic to a crime. He thinks a life can be renovated. He thinks guilt can be partitioned off like a spare room. The film establishes its stakes not through a grand heist, but through the desperate, mundane desire for an exit strategy. Ray and Carla are trapped, not by villains, but by the sheer exhaustion of their own lives. When they decide to steal the rainy day cash hidden in the ceiling by Carla's husband, Smithy, it's framed as a logistical correction. The brilliance of the writing here lies in its restraint. We don't see a planning montage. We see two people who are barely holding it together, convincing themselves that they've found a shortcut to happiness. The square of the title isn't just the construction project Ray is overseeing. It's the four-sided trap he's building around his own neck. The pivot point of the film is the fire. This is where the movie shifts from a drama about an affair into a cold-blooded study of cause and effect. Ray hires a local lowlife, Billy, to burn the house down to cover the theft. It's supposed to be a clean job, but fire is a chaotic element. When an innocent life is lost in the blaze, the movie stops being about money. It becomes about the weight of a body. Ray's reaction isn't one of a hardened criminal. It's the reaction of a man who just realized the foundation of his entire life is sitting on a sinkhole. The middle act of The Square is an exercise in escalating pressure. The script introduces the note, a simple piece of paper that says, "I saw you." From this moment on, the film becomes a sensory experience of paranoia. Every phone call is a threat. Every person on the construction site is a witness. The film stays laser-focused on Ray's internal disintegration. We see him trying to maintain his professional persona while his mind is screaming. Watch the way the camera lingers on the construction site. Ray is trying to bury his secret, but the more he tries to fix the situation, by tracking down the blackmailer, by fighting the person who started to suspect him, the deeper the hole gets. He is trying to solve a moral problem with a toolkit made of lies, and the tools are breaking in his hands. The climax of The Square is a masterclass in irony. Every safeguard Ray put in place becomes the very thing that trips him. The film refuses to give him the satisfaction of a clean getaway or a heroic sacrifice. Instead, it gives us the consequence of gravity. In a world of concrete and steel, if you remove the support beam, the roof falls. The final moments are stripped of dialogue, relying on the sheer, crushing weight of the situation. We see the realization on Ray's face. He didn't just ruin his life. He built the prison with his choice. He is the architect, the builder, and the inmate. The Square is a film that demands we look at the cost of just one mistake. It's a story about a man who thought he could control the variables of a crime as easily as the variables of a construction site. And when the structure finally settles, there's nothing left to negotiate. The Square is complete. All the sides have closed in. There is no more room to move, and nowhere left to run.